at oil with Ainslie. If gold didn't move last week, Ainslie, it is fair to say that oil did move and move a lot.
Friday's move on oil was its largest daily move in 10 years. So if that gives you any indication of it moved, and boy, did she move. And I reckon President Biden might have been having a second serve of turkey for Thanksgiving. I think he would be very thankful indeed about a price on this price drop that he'd been asking for from OPEC privately and then quite publicly for some time, and he didn't get it. So, excuse me. By the way, this was his release where we saw a rally in prices during the week. That was after they had announced the release of the special petroleum reserves release. And what happened there was that there was this push up because what they offered to release, and it was a coordinated release with the UK and India, as well as China, South Korea, and Japan coming online at a later date. They just didn't release enough. What they were talking about releasing was a day's worth of usage, i.e. nothing. So they just sort of laughed at that. And then the OPEC nation sort of laughed and went, well, no, you're not going to strong arm us into what we're going to do. We'll be telling you what to do. However, the 3% rally wasn't really what Biden wanted. He couldn't have actually probably worked this timing through for another variant to come through, and bang, that's what happened. This, Julian touched on it, the big move last year in April where we went to zero was just before COVID really sort of took off. That was against a falling market. This is not. This has come against a bull market, and you can see we've come down straight down to the September lows. Okay, so we're sitting here on a strong level of support. Everything is happening based on rumours of this variant. As I said, we really need to know where more information is coming. The fact that we've got we had some economies already starting to shut down across Europe because of the lack of vaccination and the spread of COVID. God knows which strain it was, but it wasn't the latest one. This is done on the news of the new variant and the borders being shut. So retracting economies, the lack of demand for fuel, this move obviously has got nothing to do with Biden power or anything like that. Where this goes to next will be very interesting. Obviously, your next stop is either, if it just continues on Monday or during the week, our next stop is down here to 61.84, and that is that's an August low. But let's just wait and see, because it's a slightly different scenario. The thing that won't be happening in response to Biden's coordinated move to strong arm OPEC is that they have said that it will be unlikely that they'll increase their production in December. So that was before the news of the new variant. They obviously won't do that now, but they are going to keep a tighter hold on, I believe, on supply. So let's just see how this one plays out. They've been here before, different scenario, but there won't be any chest beating and trying to flood the market like they did last time, because that didn't go so well for them last April. So let's just see where this goes to next week. Like Julian said, it'll be a very interesting week in front of the charts, that's for sure.
Yeah, Ainslie, I think it's a fair thing to say, right? Of all of the products that we can watch this week, and there will be a lot of stuff, as Julian said, there's a lot of stuff we can watch, and it's going to be pretty interesting. But in truth, for mine, oil is the one, because oil is the one that you basically couldn't give oil away during COVID. During the early stages of COVID, you couldn't give it away, while the spot prices that we deal with stayed in positives. The futures market went in negatives. It was actually, you could get negative for less than free. And if this world looks like it's heading back to major lockdowns, if the US is going to lock down again, if the UK is going to lock down again, you can pick any random number you want to, and it was possible to getting there. So all of a sudden, this market, we've been talking all year about $100 for Christmas, $100 for Christmas, $100 for Christmas. This could be $15, $20.
Yeah, and who knows? Like I said, The other thing that is happening in the background, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, OPEC has said that they won't increase their production in December, which was meant to be on a 400,000 barrel per day basis. Okay, so they all had their quotas. What is happening at the moment in the oil industry is that there's a lot of countries who are not making spare capacity component quotas. So they are not making their quotas as it is. It's there is an issue actually with getting investment. So they're not going to be increasing just because Biden said this is quite a separate issue altogether. So the restriction with the capacity or the ability to supply oil at the moment is in the background. We've got, as you said, economy shutting down. We've got flights stopping, borders closing. We've been here before. They know that they can't have a contest between beating their chests and saying, well, you're not going to tell me what to do. There will be a far more controlled approach this time. But there are other elements happening on in the background. But yeah, let's see how we go this week. Very interesting week ahead.
Cheers, Ainslie. Thank you very much. And thank you to the team. We will have, someone's asking if we can do a view on gold. I think we've already done that, so you should better look back in that and have a look. And again, there'll be some recordings of the broken up sections of this come out soon. Look, one of the things we're going to be doing between now and Christmas is having a look at doing the Sunday market analysis show in 30 minutes and having different members of the team come in each week. We feel in a way that there's just so much information, so many people. We may break them up. The people that are here this week, I think Julian will be back next week with the people that weren't here. So we'll have Orlando back, Gordon back, Geoff back, all in next week. You will see us try a few different lineups between now and Christmas as we try and get this, but I'd like to keep the Sunday market analysis show to around 30 minutes. If you've joined us today, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you're well equipped. And look, as Julian said, maybe it's time you're going to miss a bit of sleep early next week. There may be some opportunities. Well, I think there's a strong probability that next week we'll see some opportunities early in the week to make some pretty good money in this market if you can get it right. And the key to markets where you can make some pretty good money if you get it right is getting your stop losses in the right place and getting in control if you're on the wrong side and getting out. That's just the way you've got to trade it, because I don't think it's likely to go sideways. I think it's likely to go one way or the other pretty early in the week. We will watch with interest and see if we can make $1 or $2 from it. My thanks to Mai for looking after the event for us. My thanks to Julian, Ash, Ainslie and Lloyd for joining me today. We will see you guys. I'll be away next week. The team will be in with Geoff and I'll be back the week after. I will see you guys then. Take care. In the meantime, remember, stay calm and make good decisions. And if you do that, it'll all work out in the end. Cheers, everyone. See you later.